Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I am Channie, and today we're watching Casual Geographic Animal Facts We Should Have Left in 2024. I wonder what these facts will be. Crocodiles in Indonesia have started pretending to drown to lure in human prey. I've seen this clip.
These saltwater crocodiles in Indonesia have apparently learned how to pretend to be
That is
drowning to lure
crazy.
humans
Wait,
in
do they
who
actually, do they have 5 toes or?
learned how to pretend to
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, they do. So you would think it's like a child drowning, and then you would run in there, and then you're the one drowning and being eaten. That's
be
insane.
drowning to lure humans in who they view as prey.
I'm gonna
Goodness
call this
gracious,
animals
are
left in 2024 because after this I will not be speaking on this anymore. So this video went viral for obvious reasons. I really thought it was a joke, but from the comments and the sheer volume of people that tagged me, I guess not. So yeah, they're not pretending to drown. But the truth might actually be worse. You see these tiny dots, these pits on the crocodile? Well, they're pressure sensors, and a microdose trypophobia means a prehistoric sawtooth sledgehammer can detect the smallest vibrations in the water. A butterfly can go skinny dipping, and the oversized assault gecko can pinpoint its exact location. In fact, it's scientific.
Oversized assault gecko. Alright.
Well, they're pressure sensors, and a microdose trypophobia means a prehistoric sawtooth sledgehammer can detect the smallest vibrations in the water. A butterfly can go skinny dipping, and the oversized assault gecko can pinpoint its exact location. In fact, it's scientifically proven. You could blindfold a crocodile in a sensory deprivation tank and drip a leaky faucet's worth of water. They'll know exactly where it's coming from. Their jaws are more sensitive than fingertips, and it's why you can get away with this until a drop of sweat hits their mouth and you get your melon split like Fruit Ninja. It's also why if you see this, be wary. That's a pre-typed obituary. In especially murky water, a crocodile will basically T-pose.
Look at it T-posing.
To maximize their sensitivity to any disturbances, and any fish.
Video courtesy of Solar Whisper, Crocodile, and Wildlife Tour Daintree. I don't know what that means.
And its hitbox gets filleted. So yeah, you got a plus-size sentient snare trap.
Look
beast
at the
breeding
little
like an elf skin, but
toes.
this armored demon's the only one slaying. So that could be what's happening
like
here.
flexing
Or maybe
them.
the croc caught a body and just won't let go. Or he could just be dead, but definitely not pretending to drown. I mean, that would imply that someone witnessed the same living plot armor that disregarded 2 extinctions in water and tried to be a hero, and apparently did it enough times for the crocs to catch on. And it's not like crocs are stupid. Mugger crocodiles have been recorded using twigs and sticks to bait nest-building birds like egrets into getting close enough to get fouled. Some Cuban crocs have been trained to respond to commands and even come running when called by name. Oh yeah, they're running, by the way. Crocodiles have also been known to work as a team, where a researcher witnessed one scare a pig into a lagoon directly where 2 others were waiting. Hell, they even warn you in Australia to never camp or get water from the same place more than twice, because a croc will really recognize the pattern, memorize your routine, and then be right there to cancel your life subscription the next time. So yeah, for a brain in the weight class of a walnut, crocs aren't dumb, but sympathy baiting? That's a Bikram yoga stretch, and what surprised me the most was just how many articles reposted that video repeating it. Like, they really have people out here thinking reptiles unlock the power of manipulation. Now, to be fair, that might seem
like they have the powers, they're sentient. Is that the right word? I think they gained new tactics, pretending to drown. And bro is just like spreading his toes. He was just chilling.
obvious to you, but to someone who doesn't yap about animals for a living, or, you know, watch them, seeing it in an article could be all it takes, and like a verbal virus, it doesn't take much for it to spread.
Oh
so
my God,
for the sake of my
they're
mental health, I'm working with ground news. Because if I have to argue with one more comment, I'm gonna lose something. My mind, my fans, my freedom, it might get critical. Ground news, but until you do, I'll just tell you, they're not pretending to drown. They're smart, they're not that smart. Like I said, these stories only get airtime when people think a wild predator has the same thought process as a person. That's exactly how you get this. You know, to this...
Otters show their babies when they are in danger to make the enemy feel mercy. They're using their babies as a shield, bro. What the hell? What is wrong with this animal? Every time I learn a fact about otters, I wish I never knew. What is wrong with them? And why does it look so cute? Look at the baby. It's like, please spare me. But they're menacing thoughts inside that little head. There's menacing thoughts. They're plotting menacingly. Oh my goodness. I can't.
Today, I don't know where this came from. We're talking about otters. They're not exactly the emblem of empathy. Male sea otters will literally kidnap a pup while their mom's out.
Wait, does he mean this is false? I'm confused.
That's exactly how you get this. You know, to this day, I don't know where this came from. We're talking about otters. They're not exactly the emblem
Okay,
of empathy.
so
Male sea otters
possibly
will literally
fake.
kidnap
Okay,
a pup while
okay,
their
let me
mom's
calm
out
down.
hunting and hold it hostage until she gives up the groceries. Otters don't mercy farm. You know, if nature's taught us anything, it's that a family ferret's more likely to throw its child into the abyss than
Ooh.
ever try something like this. I mean, just imagine a sea otter trying to emotionally guilt trip a giant apex dolphin. That's another thing. Everyone calls them killer whales, but orcas are bully dolphins on steroids, whose original handle was whale killer. Yeah, you probably heard me say this many times. Well, I was wrong, technically. Let me explain. But it will get complicated, so I'm gonna need you to lock in.
Okay, hold on. Let me pause your check. I'm gonna put my glasses on too. Hold on. Told me to lock in.
This ad, of course. So cetaceans are basically mammals that stole the fish's entire flow, not from fusing or merging, but from the evolution that's converging. There's two types of cetaceans, baleen whales, you know, the toothbrush bristles for teeth type, and toothed whales. Baleen whales, you know, the toothbrush.
Y'all ever have a mango and like you reach like the seed of the mango while eating it, and then you just keep eating it, and then you kind of just end up kind of decoloring it? It kind of looks like that. This is such a weird example. I don't know why I'm talking about this. No, but that's what it reminds me of, like the bristles on it. I should have just went with a brush example. Why am I okay, anyways.
Bristles for teeth type, and toothed whales. For obvious reasons. Okay, now here's where it gets complicated. The toothed whale family reunion is massive.
Okay. Whoa, it's a lot. Okay, so they have toothed whales that become sperm whales, dwarf sperm whales, or South Asian river dolphins. Oh my god, this tree is hard to... Where am I looking? What am I looking at? What are we? What? Okay, so this one just goes into this, but then this one also goes into two parts, which is beaked whales, Delphinoidea, Inioidea, and then these two further diverge into all of these. Okay. And orcas, or oceanic dolphins, are part of Delphinoidea. Okay. Can we just... Can we have bigger pictures? I'm so confused. This is a regular dolphin, no? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's belugas. Okay, and narwhals. Okay. It says there. I'm dumb. All of these are toothed whales. I know, but just I'm trying to understand like the divergences here. This one like is named Yangtze River Dolphin. Yangtze? But yeah, alright. So all of these are toothed.
You got everything from your flipper paralysis demon, the false killer.
Porpoises are not dolphins. Hold on. What is porpoises then? Looks like a dolphin to me. Yangtze is that big river in China. Oh, it is? Okay. Then it makes sense. Okay, so that's from there. Okay. Any day. Any day now, chat. Any day now. I'll have enough knowledge. Any day now. Sorry, that was really bad. I apologize. We're looking at fish. We're looking at toothed whales. And I learned that this is not a dolphin. It looks like dolphins, but are closer to belugas and narwhals. Alright, we'll see what he says. I kind of forgot what he even was talking about. He was talking about teeth. One that had like bristle brush teeth, and then one with actual proper teeth. And then we moved on to this picture.
Reasons. Okay, now here's where it gets complicated. The toothed whale family reunion is massive. You got everything from your flipper paralysis demon, the false killer whale.
Oh my god, what is that?
The toothed whale family reunion is massive. You got everything from your flipper paralysis demon.
What the hell?
What is that? Why is it looking at me like this? I'm scared. I'm clutching my pearls. I'm scared. Look, he looks friendly. We might have to reevaluate that.
Even the false killer whale to the virtually extinct vaquita. There's 10 families of toothed whales. And within these 10, there's a super family with 6 of them called Delphinoidea.
Delphin, no idea.
Superfamily Delphinoidea is where you have your oceanic dolphins, porpoises, along with narwhals.
So cute though, look.
Superfamily Delphinoidea is where you have your oceanic dolphins, porpoises.
Look. It looks like it has lipstick on.
Along with narwhals and belugas, because they're related for some reason. Cue the narluga. Also, notice I said oceanic dolphins. The dolphins that live in rivers are in a completely different party. But anyway, superfamily Delphinoidea is where you find the dolphins that, let's be real, are the ones you think of when you hear the word dolphin. And
yes.
The biggest type of ocean dolphin is the one that can slapbox a seal into orbit. So to recap, any mammal that looks like this is a cetacean. Every cetacean with teeth is a toothed whale. A dolphin in the ocean is a toothed whale in a
Ah! I'm being lost. He lost me. Wait. Teacher, you're writing too fast and erasing the board too fast. Please wait, I'm still taking notes.
Dolphins that, let's be real, are the ones you think of when you hear the word dolphin. And the biggest type of ocean dolphin is the one that can slapbox a seal into
okay,
orbit.
orcas.
So to recap, any mammal that looks like this is a cetacean. Every cetacean
that's a cetacean.
With teeth is a toothed whale.
This is toothed whales.
A dolphin in the ocean is a toothed whale in a delphin.
And then he said,
Cetacean. Every cetacean with teeth is a toothed whale. A dolphin in the ocean is a toothed whale in the Delphinoidea family. And the big.
So dolphins are teethed whale. Toothed whale. What's the proper? It's teeth, right? Anywho, they're big fish in sea. Well, big mammals, not fish, but you know. Big teethed mammals that swim.
Biggest member of Delphinoidea is an orca. So long story short, killer
and
whales
orcas are the
dolphins.
big
Every
boys,
dolphin
the
is a
Oreo
toothed
big
whale,
boys.
Not every toothed whale is a dolphin, but every toothed whale is a.
Huh? He's losing me again. Please, this is too much facts.
And the biggest member of Delphinoidea is an orca. So long story short, killer whales are dolphins. Every dolphin is a toothed whale, but not.
Oreo buddies are dolphins. Dolphins are toothed whales.
Not every toothed whale is a dolphin.
But not every toothed whale is a dolphin. This is a dolphin. Dolphins are toothed whales. But not every toothed whale is a dolphin. Okay. I think I caught on now. Okay.
But every toothed whale is a cetacean. It's kind of like how every tortoise is a turtle, but not every turtle is a
dolphins have cone-shaped teeth. It's like a square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. A square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle. Okay. Okay, I'm following.
Tortoise. So to answer, are
Tortoise.
orcas whales or dolphins? Yes, they are. By the way, let me know if you want a full video on that, because that was probably mad confusing.
Yes, please. Just give me another video on orcas and dolphins and explain it in pop terms or something. Because I'm generally, every time I think I get it, then I don't get it. Midways, I stop getting it, and I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Long enough is realizing names really don't mean a thing. Except here, Black Panther is not an animal. You might be tired of hearing it. Well, I'm tired.
What do you mean it's not an animal? Well, it's a leopard, no?
Names really don't mean a thing. Except here, Black Panther is not an animal. You might be tired of hearing it. Well, I'm tired of saying it. And when I say not an animal, I mean, if you go to a zoo and try to find the exhibit that says Black Panther, you won't find it. Because it's not even a name more than a description. It's a panther that's black. And remember, panther is just any cat in the Panthera genus. So any lion, tiger, jaguar, leopard, or snow leopard in black.
Snow leopards! This is me soon, chat. Me soon. Soon TM. Soon TM. Look at him. Looks so fluffy. So demure. Alright, let's run it back. What was he saying? Every time he talks about cats or has cats on the screen, I get distracted and I stop listening. I love big cats.
Not an animal. I mean, if you go to a zoo and try to find the exhibit that
and
says
small
Black
cats.
Panther, you won't find it. Because it's not even a name more than a description. It's a panther that's black. And remember, panther is just any cat in the Panthera genus. So any lion, tiger, jaguar, leopard, or snow leopard in black could be a black panther. But because the mutation that causes it is dominant in jaguars but recessive in leopards, most black panthers are just jaguars with 10% tint. But Black Panther itself isn't an actual animal. That'd be like if we called every black wolf, fox, or coyote a black canine, but then acted like black canine was its own thing. It's not real. And you know what else? Alpha wolves are not real, I swear to actually they are. They are.
Snow leopards are closer to tigers than leopards, though. They're called snow leopards. Don't shoot me. Shoot whoever made the name. I didn't do anything. I'm just following what the name is.
Real, but only when you put a bunch of wolves that don't know each other in a zoo and they have to figure out stuff on their own. That's actually what happened. In the 1930s, Rudolf Schenkel studied wolves in a zoo, and after watching more fights in face in a telenovela, he just figured that wolves determine group politics by tearing each other apart. Biologist David Mech built off his work and came up with the term alpha wolf. What they didn't realize was that the wolves were fighting over resources, not rank, and by putting a bunch of randoms in one place, they basically created real house wolves of Switzerland. In real life, a wolf pack is usually just two parents and a bunch of their kids. What folks kept calling the alpha wolf whole time was just their father. Now, because I've done this before, I know someone's gonna comment, well, if they're the lead wolf, they're still the alpha. The problem is, the whole alpha thing implies that the lead wolves got there by beating the others like a Cherokee drum. Really, it's just seniority. Also, another thing I never thought about until right now is once the kids get to about 1 or 2 years old, they dip and try to form their own pack. In a zoo, you often get the same adult wolves around each other constantly, and like any reality show, eventually that leads to tension that wouldn't be there in a normal pack. So normally, you wouldn't see any alpha wolves in the wild, and the same guy that came up with that would spend the rest of his career trying to take it back.
What would be the value of calling a human father the alpha male, says L. David Mech, a senior research scientist at the U.S. Geological Survey who has studied wolf packs in the wild for decades. He's just the father of the family, and that's exactly the way it is with wolves. Okay.
And just as a final middle finger to anyone that still wants to argue, when the term alpha male was first used academically in 1921, it was by zoologist Thorleif Sheldrup Ebbe.
Thorleif? I ain't even saying all that. I'm sorry.
He was referring to, I'm not even kidding. He was talking about the hierarchy where lower status poultry will get pecked on by higher ranks. That's literally where pecking order came from. So the next time a man...
Oh, what? That's the pecking order is from chickens? Alphas is from chickens?
Surprise you with that alpha male just know he's taking cues from a temperamental chicken.
Dinos!
Also, chickens are confirmed psychopaths. If one chicken starts bleeding, the whole flock will jump in and peck it to death.
Wait, I thought chickens were crazy because if you kind of drop an egg, they will go and eat it anyways. Like, they don't really care. They just hungry.
Time a man tries you with that alpha
I didn't
male,
realize they
just
would
know he's
actually
taking cues from a temperamental chicken nugget. Also, chickens are confirmed psychopaths. If one chicken starts bleeding, the whole flock will jump in and peck it to death.
And this footage right here, literally.
Chickens are confirmed psychopaths. If one chicken starts bleeding, the whole flock will jump.
This is a what? Oh my goodness.
Peck it to death. I think the worst thing is that people took the alpha dog thing and got convinced that's how you make your actual dog respect you. Caesar Milan has done an absolute masterclass of
Is this the dog whisperer?
Community. You really got folks thinking you gotta flex on an 80-pound pit bull to keep him in line. Imagine trying to play alpha with Cujo on the team. We've gotten a lot wrong about dogs, and probably the worst thing, that a tail wagging means happy. That fact alone has probably gotten more people bit than anything. Basically, a tail wag means excitement. Excitement can mean seeing their person come home, or excitement to attack, anxiety, or the last warning before they put a canine-sized hole in your hand. And the faster the tail, the more excited Fido is. The question is, what kind? Well, science says a tail favoring the right means the vibes are good, but a tail leaning left...
Wait, how? When will you have the chance to assess if it's a right wag or a left wag? Alright, let's read this though. Seeing conspecific asymmetrical tail wagging produces different emotional responses in dogs. So right wag is relaxed, neutral, stress, anxiety, alert, target, and then the other one, left one is... Oh wait, the arrows, right, okay. So heightened relaxation and neutral state on the right wag, stress, anxiety, and targeting, and alerting is on the left one. Okay. What if I don't even know my left and right?
Stress, so
then
best
what?
To be left. Alone, that is a lot more complicated than I just made it sound, but long story short, a tail wag is like a smile. A smile can mean someone's happy to see you, or might even think you're cute, or that waitress is just doing her job and doesn't want to get hit on at work. Long story short, if you expect your dog to learn how to parlay people, then the least you can do is talk tail. Oh, another dog thing that's been bothering me for years is that Chihuahuas are the spawn of Shaitan. Now, I get the little dog thing. I've been personally victimized by many an ankle biter. But with dogs, there's usually a why. You just gotta look deep enough. Huskies are known for being donkey stubborn toddlers on 4.
Come inside.
Aww.
But Huskies were also bred as sled dogs, and not only would they have to be independent and make decisions in a dangerous work environment, sometimes they'd have to be willing to go against orders if those orders went against their better judgment. It's actually called intelligence.
What if you have a bulldog with no tail at all? It's GG's. You don't... It's GG's. It's Jover for you. Back it up.
Intelligent disobedience, and for football fans, it's basically an...
Intelligent disobedience. Think of a guide dog refusing to let their owner walk them into traffic.
Audible. It's pretty important because, you know, if Russell Wilson had it, maybe he would have ran the ball. Beagles are basically walking instruments, but they were bred to hunt rabbits in thick brush, and that same bang keeping you up at 2 a.m. is how they communicate with hunters. So why are Chihuahuas like that? You know, I don't even think it's a Chihuahua thing more than a little dog thing, but I have my theories. A lot of times Chihuahuas don't get socialized with other dogs early on, so the first time they see a big dog, which like any dog to them is a big dog.
He's in the purse. Look at it. It's in a little purse. So cute.
It probably scares the daylights out of them. Also, I think a bigger thing is owners be letting a lot of bad habits slide just because they're travel size. So eventually it escalates. Let it be a Doberman and suddenly they'll know discipline. Actually, that's my biggest thing. A lot of owners won't correct bad behavior when it comes from a Chihuahua. In fact, I've seen a lot of y'all encourage it. I've always said if a Rottweiler acted like a Chihuahua for a day, he'd be dead by dinner. Also, often what looks like aggression might just be fear. And if your dog tells you he's afraid and you don't listen because you think it's cute, but that's how you end up with the dog version of David. Size might be part of it too, but it probably has less to do with it than people think. Long story short, if I see a kid wilding in Walmart, I'm gonna look at the parents. And likewise, I'm gonna blame the dog owner before I blame the dog. No clever transition, but another thing I've heard is that male lions don't hunt, or better yet, that male lions are lazy. And I can tell you exactly where it came from. You see, lionesses use the power of friendship to run down prey in open areas.
The power of friendship, chat. Look.
Exactly where it came from. You see, lionesses use the power of friendship to run down prey in open areas. It's pretty hard to miss. Lions are bigger, bulkier, and with a whole afro equipped, they had to switch up the playbook. So instead, male lions ambush prey by camping out in dense brush. Research shows that male lions pack up prey as frequently as females. It's just that in the olden days, you'd probably never see it. Also, before male lions even get a pride, they're in their nomad arc. Oh, they'd be lying on the ground permanently if they didn't hunt. Now, to be fair, male lions do stop hunting as much when they're in a pride, but not completely. They'll often get involved to bring down bigger, riskier prey like buffalo that lionesses might struggle with. Basically, the lionesses run them down and the main mercenary delivers the final blow. Now, they do only get involved about 10% of the time, but it's not because they're lazy. They just have a different job description. Male lions patrol the pride lands, mark their territory, and as you know, they gotta run the ones with any outsider trying to take his place. What you might not realize is, as good at hunting lionesses are, in some studies they got up to half their kills stolen by hyenas, or even other males. Having a nearly 500-pound...
Does he have a video about hyenas? I need to watch that. I mean, we've learned about their messed up anatomy, at least the female hyenas, so that's so unfortunate, but I want to learn the lore about hyenas as well.
Equalizer on their side helps them keep what they catch. It's not lazy, it's just that lions and lionesses help cover each other's weaknesses perfectly, and clearly it works. They're the most notorious and feared pack predators in Africa. Or maybe second, because there's one predator that animals fear even more than Mufasa and friends, and you'll never get it. It's us. It's us. You might remember that an experiment showed that
this footage.
From giraffes to antelope to even leopards and hyenas were unanimously more afraid of the sound of humans than the cadence of a giant carnivorous cat. Which is how, to this day, I still don't understand how this went viral. Or at least I didn't, because not only did I find out where it came from, I think I was wrong. Kind of. Technically. Let me explain. So in 2017, college student Julia Haas posted a tweet saying elephants basically see us the same way we see puppies. Now, ignoring the part of the population that's terrified of dogs, the fact loses steam when you realize she got it from Tumblr. It's more likely that one of the smartest creatures alive see us as predators, but not their babies. Remember, it's proven that baby elephants that play the most grow up into more well-adjusted adults. It's why you'll see a baby-faced boulder chase around birds, dogs, and anything in between. So here's what I think happened. Baby elephants will treat humans like any other animal. Difference is, humans might be the only animal that'll see an 1,800-pound toddler barreling towards them and welcome it. In fact, premature pachyderms probably realize that a
oh my god. Oh my god.
So it's not really that.
Someone save her. Save her, the baby elephant, please. She was getting curb stomped. Her skirt. Even her skirt came off.
That elephants think we're cute. It's that baby elephants think everything's cute. Us included. And I'd bet that's where all the videos of 1-ton 2-year-olds manhandling people came from. And I wouldn't even believe that if I didn't nearly become one of them. Yeah, I went all the way to Chiang Mai to get bullied by an elephant's child. And I'd do it again. I actually made a video where I talk about it.
Not him running away, he's like, nope.
It could be a bad time for literally everyone involved. You might not have seen it because apparently the YouTube lords did not care for that video.
I gotta watch that too, honestly. I gotta watch it.
Probably because I talked about certain
What?
topics. If you know, you know. But if you don't, definitely give it a watch. I don't usually plug after I post, but I'm proud of that one. But that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother, touch grass. It's good for you. And I'm gonna see y'all in, well, hopefully in this one. But if not, I'm gonna see y'all.
Alright, so that was animal facts we should have left in 2024. Some of these I've seen circulating around the interwebs, and I'm glad they have been debunked, especially the one about the drowning crocodile tactics and that elephants think that we're cute. Like, those are the two I keep seeing constantly, and I'm just like, I should have honestly just double checked the facts and checked the sources, because you shouldn't be trusting everything you see on the internet. Absolutely not. Even if it sounds nice, just research it for sure. But again, very informative video by Casual Geographic. Really enjoyed it. And I'm still... I definitely do need him to make a orca dolphin video again and explain that whole thing for me in depth, because yeah, no matter how many times, I get lost every time. It's crazy. And we need to get better with naming, because what do you mean Black Panther is... It's not a Black Panther, it's a mutation basically, and any of the big cats can get it. Hyenas are pretty simple to understand. They're cat-like creatures cosplaying as dogs. They also get next to unlimited stamina and bite through bones with ease. I would say cat-like creatures cosplaying as dogs would be also phoenix foxes, which is what my VTuber is. I'm a water spirit phoenix fox, for those who don't know. But yeah, they're definitely also like that, I would say. But yeah, I genuinely think we just need to get better with naming to cause less confusion. And please, like, I understand the scientific reasonings and Latin origin of a lot of these like family names for animals and stuff, but goodness gracious, they just make things so much more complicated. My brain is being fried. But yeah, I did still enjoy this video. It was very enjoyable. I'm gonna check out the elephant one for sure next time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video so far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube!